These are my 3 points.
All right. So your points are that usually it's done. I mean, even if we look at safety feature, regulations and stuff, it's done manually. So we can improve the technology by making it autonomous instead, by installing sensors and stuff.
Yes, that's what I believe. Because in this case, it was purposely done by the person itself who's overloaded.
And also making emergency evacuation systems autonomous so that people know like which way to go in case of accidents and stuff.
When to evacuate, like exactly, can depend on the angle of the ship. This was my 3rd point.
Okay, Zulfia gave 3 points. Next is Philippe. Philippe? Is it Philippe?
Felipe, yeah. Felipe.
Felipe. Next, it's Felipe. So,
okay.
Yeah, you can start whenever you want.
Yeah, so I think we need more laws because the actual laws are not enough. For example, usually the accidents, as Chan-Hu mentioned, it's about old ships because they are being used in other purposes. So basically, when we sell the ship, it's either to recycle it, to take it down, or like to use it in some other business. And the idea is to regulate it because when you sell ship to someone else, you are not only selling a piece of equipment, but also the responsibilities that comes with it, that goes along with it. And there are not enough regulations because the regulations between countries are not the same. So it should be like a global system that regulates the selling of ships, old ships especially. So that will help to like know where ships are, how many times have they been sold, who's the owner, how was the maintenance done, if there was any change. That would be pretty useful if in the case an accident happened, and also it helps to keep track on the maintenance of the ship. I think in order to do that, we need more laws but not only for our country, but for the whole world, because ships are traveling around the world, not only 1 or 2 countries. Those are my points, I guess.
So your point is, especially when we sell regular, like old ships, it's sold across countries, but we need a centralized, like global regulation system.
Yes.
That will make sure that we have a record of the ships, any maintenance history
ships,
or any of that
around the world.
So a centralized global, scale, standard of regulation that has to be maintained for all of the ships.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, good points. And then next, it's Vincent. Vincent, you can start whenever you want.
Okay. So from what I hear, so first I'm going to talk about the several incidents. From what I understood, there were problems also with the heavy loadings, like because the boat took a sharp turn, like the cars and heavy loadings inside also moved toward one side in the boat. So maybe there should be something like that, keep everything in one place, that shouldn't let those objects move around like this. Another point is that we saw in the video earlier, and that kind of goes with what Zulfikar said before. Maybe a system that could have more control over the water flowing inside the boat, like some hermetic doors that prevent water to go in some region, maybe to slow down the sinking. And another problem we talked about the problem of old ship. Maybe we could, in the future design of ships, we could make some sort of general design and that are easier to modify, so we can have more control over the modifications. And those basic designs should have a proper safety design, yeah, so the people could stay safe and be evacuated effectively.
Oh, I did not understand the last point. A more
Yeah, I'm
basic
sorry.
design?
So
No, it's okay.
my idea was like we could have a basic design of ship which would be easier to modify instead of I think it was the problem with Sewell. It was modified and then it wasn't balanced. Maybe if we had a design that was easier to modify, then we wouldn't have that problem.
I see, I see.
Okay.
All right. Next, it's Chungu. If you have any points, you can start.
Okay. I think the topic that we will discuss today, the strengthening hull design and the safety regulation are not opposite topic. In the other world, both is important. But according to the rule of Surani, I will talk about the safety issue. Initially, I expect that the overloading is the cause of the several ferry accidents. But as a result of the investigation, it was said that it was not overloaded. And the cause has not been clarified yet. This may be the fact that the several ferry was an old ship and has a weak point by the sinking because it was modified several times. However, I think the cause of the accident was the safety insensitivity of the ship owner or captain and some crews, and because of they not keep the safety rule. According to the government announcement, the Seoul ferry reported the Jeju Maritime Traffic Control Center at 8:55 a.m. But there are no announcements to the passenger until 10:50 about the escape, and it is almost on our 1 hour after the boat, the ferry started to slope steeply. So I think the safety regulation or rule is more important to reduce this kind of big accident. Okay.
Thank you. I think from what I understand, I'm sorry for the rules, but what I understand is, I mean, accident we have. The main reason this accident happened was because there was like insensitivity of the owners, and even after the accident happened, they took a lot of time to announce for evacuation. Like they failed to give proper orders in due time, and it was too late. So that led to the loss of many lives. So there should be like strict guidelines about what should be done in times of disastrous cases. So that's that. Oh, 여기 수업 중인데요. 좀 수업하겠어요. 좀. So that's that. That's good, yeah. That's all you said. Next, it's Sungyeon, our last speaker. Sungyun? Sungyun? Sungyun?
Singing.
Sungyun, sorry. Yeah, Sungyun, last speaker. Yep,
Okay.
you can start.
Actually, I think regulation are important too. But when we adjust lots of regulations, we have to reduce the ability of the ship, like not cargo more or like that. So I think I think regulation are important too, but if we make too many regulations, bad. So we have to consider improving ship design and safety features more efficiently, and keep each function and safety both of them. So and there is accident that is not avoidable, like when we crush the a mountain of ice or the attack of torpedo like that. So there is accident we cannot avoid. So in this situation, we can make time to run away from that situation. So for this, we have to design to enhance its safety. So if we keep a lot of regulations, although we keep a lot of regulations, there is unavoidable accident, and so we have to consider about it. So yes, to make time, we have to research more about improving ship safety.
Oh. Can you guys listen to me? All right. So basically, there might be many unavoidable cases, and regulations would not work well.
Yes, although even though we keep regulation, there's
improve our
unavoidable
evacuation
situation.
processes and
Yes.
stuff. So more
So like we
design?
if
I mean,
we
improving
design
safety
more
designs and evacuation
yes
steps are needed. That's what you said, yeah?
like can endure a more inclined angle like that. So I think technology to make the time to run away is important.
I see. So you want to introduce. I mean, you want that if we have technologies or features that would give people enough time to more
Yes,
time
yes,
to sync.
that
I
is
see. Okay.
important.
Nice. So I think everyone spoke. We have around 6 minutes. So 3 minutes each for each team. To anything that you did not. I mean, anything that you want to argue or counter argument and stuff about the other team or your own team members if you want. It's up to you. So team A, anything that you want to say? Oh, let me first fix the clock 1 second.
Yeah, so I think I want to say something.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we have to remember as like technology has evolved in these years. The safety in the ships, crews, and all that has also evolved. It's not like building a ship 80 years ago, 100 years ago. The technology has developed, and the safety also. However, in the side of the regulations, as different countries have different evolution with technology. Not all this technology could be shared. So basically, you have like some countries that have high technology and also some countries that have low technology, but it is still they're making ships. So if we have like regulations to make like balance between like for sharing technology, that would be pretty neat in the safety. That's what I wanted to say.
Basically, like technology is improving everywhere over time.
Yeah,
And yeah,
but not all the countries have the same technology. I mean,
they
you know
can
what
all take. Yeah,
Mhm.
they won't even though technology is like improving. Some countries have like caps that we can't
Can I
even
say
even if
Yeah.
we
something?
have technology.
Mhm.
Yeah, go on.
I think mm, the yes, regulation team topic is very good topic, I think.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So the thing is, he talked about introducing regulations which improve technology, but I think it's the same as improving technology of the safety. So it's like clashing. I don't understand the point, but I think it's the same as saying improving the safety of the ship, like improving the technology itself, so that the disaster doesn't occur. So if someone says like making regulations to improve the technology, it's the same as saying improve the safety, right?
Oh, Zulfikar got very competitive right now. Felipe, any comments to?
No, not really. I mean, no, not really. You can have this one.
All right. So, anything else, anyone? Any members of the graduate students want to defend what Zulfikar just said? Oh, I think no one has answered to Zulfikar's point. So, no, nothing. All right. I mean, honestly, I think there's not much to debate about because both are equally important, just as Chunkushi said. But for the sake of this debate, we had to, divide up teams. But we can't, we can't be like, oh, you can totally, ignore improving ship's safety design, or we can say that regulation is not important. So both are important, yes. But yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I think that's all. I wrote down every points that you said. I mean, as much as I could, and I'll upload that later. I'll give it to the TA. So do we have a winner? I mean, it's. I mean, if everyone agrees that no winner, I think it's like draw. I mean, there's nothing to judge against, right? Everyone's smiling, so I think everyone's happy with the draw. We don't have a winner. I mean, basically both are important, right? So
Yeah.
yep. I'm sorry. So can we vote? Like who do you think was the best speaker? Like we learned a lot from this person. Anyone has any priority? You can like shout out.
Yeah,
And
in my opinion, Chung Kukang should have it because he broke the rules and said exactly what everyone thought, which is both are very important.
yes.
This is my opinion.
Yep. Me too. Anyone else? So Chungushi, you are the winner. You are the best speaker of today's debate for breaking the rules and speaking the truth. So thanks to you.
I think Felipe is the leading the second round, so I think the Felipe is winner.
Oh, thanks.
Wow, so humble. Okay, so we have two best speakers today, Chungu Kang and Felipe. So first round, our winner was the undergrad team, but the best speaker was another student from Changun, from the graduate students. Today, two best speakers again from graduate students. So we have good speakers from graduate team, but our overall winner out of like the two debate rounds. It's the undergrad team. So everyone is a winner. Everyone is happy. Okay. Thank you so much for your discussion. And Professor, if you have any remarks, you can take from now.
Thank you very much. It is another interesting discussion. So yeah, in debate there is no winner, right? Every single item you can see and discuss and learning from debating. And I have two ideas while you are talking about this one, and because this is something like a chicken and egg games, technology and accident and regulations. Right? So we don't, it's coming together. Right? See, I remember that Titanic, because of the big accident, there comes with a new regulation called SOLAS. SOLAS is safety on ocean ship. So accident was too big, so that there is a new regulation coming. But for, say, some thinking about nuclear power plant, you cannot have such a experiment. So you should be more careful in making from the beginning good regulation, even though there is an accident also. So after the accident, they found that we need a more amendment to the regulations. So it's coming together with the egg and chicken and egg. All right. Thank you for all the discussions. And also we will have a final presentation next Tuesday. No questions?
We won't have class on Thursday, right? Like next Tuesday will be like the last session, right?
No class on Thursday. So only Tuesday. Okay. Tuesday is the final. Okay. All right. See you on Tuesday.